Hi, my name is Georgia Roark. I am an 8th semester nursing student. Today is January 29th, about 10:30 in the morning, and I will be doing my central line dressing change. So I want to start by going in the room. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, my name is Georgia. I'm going to be your nurse today. I'm going to check. Can you tell me your name and date of birth? Perfect, and I checked that. I would explain to my patient what we're doing, so I'll be telling them we'll be doing a central line dressing change. I'm going to go ahead and put on some clean gloves. And I'm going to have my patient put on a mask as well as myself. I already have one on. And I would have my patient turn to the side while I'm doing the procedure. I'm going to get on my clean gloves. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull off the dressing. I just want to hold the skin so I'm not pulling the skin too much as I am pulling this dressing off. Making sure not to touch that site. And holding the skin. Okay, and I'm going to discard of this. I want to perform hand hygiene again. As I'm pulling off the dressing, I want to make sure that I'm checking the skin, making sure there's no irritation or redness or anything abnormal on the skin that should be alarming. I also, if there's drainage around the insertion site, I would want to take a swab of that and then call the physician about maybe sitting that down to get tested. So now I'm going to go ahead and open my kit. I'm going to discard of the things I don't need in a moment. All right. I also want to make sure that my site is sutured in place. If it looks like the lumen is coming out of the site, then I want to make sure I measure that from the insertion site down to the end of the tube cap. Go ahead and put on my sterile gloves. All right, and my glove is rolled, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm just going to leave it. All right, and I'm just going to dispose of this, get it out of my way. And I just broke sterility there, so I want to make sure that I change my gloves because you don't want to touch the edges of that. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to continue. I'm going to move this closer. I'm going to dispose of the items I don't need. All right, make sure I have everything I need. So I want the ChloraPrep swabs to go ahead and clean around the site. So I'm going to open those. All right, so I have those. I'm going to go ahead and clean using each swab. And I'm going to go up and down, or vertical and horizontal motions for 2 to 4 inches for 30 seconds to a minute, making sure that I clean around the site vigorously. Toss that one. And I'm going to do that again with each one, 2 to 4 inches, vertical and horizontal. Just make sure it is good and clean. And again, I would want to make sure that with my patient, I had some kind of form of communication in case something were to go wrong, or if he's having difficulty, I could have him tap his left hand or raise his left hand to let me know that there's an issue. So then if I have the alcohol swabs in there, I would want to make sure to go ahead and clean each tube. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to, but I would just note that I would in real life. I'm just going to go ahead and set that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and put on my Tegaderm. go in my trash. I'm gonna go ahead and place it right over the site to where I'm not covering the site. You can see the site very visibly. All right, I'm no longer sterile, so I can go ahead and peel all of this off. Making sure that it's down on all sides. And that fits all the way around. Okay, and that you can still see the site just fine. Make sure it's pushed on there good. Okay, so I'm no longer sterile. I'm gonna go ahead and take this sticker that's here, and I'm going to initial it, and then I'm gonna put the date and time of my dressing change, and I'm going to put it over the Tegaderm, but not where the where it would be covering the site. So I'm just gonna put it on the bottom here with my initials and date and time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. And hand hygiene, clean up my space. I would make sure that my patient doesn't need anything else, and I would go document my dressing change time and place and how my patient tolerated it.